person to bestow a token of appreciation then sir. I would now like to announce, I would request all the dignitaries on the stage to please come forward to give the Best Engineering Marvels Award. The Best Engineering Marvel for the year 2013 and 14 goes to Vedanta Aluminium Limited for their project conversion of ESP to hybrid ESP. I would request the representatives from Vedanta Aluminium. So we would like you to say a few words about this project of yours, because we just don't want to give away the awards, but we want to celebrate this engineering marvel for the whole year to come. I would request Sri O.P. Rawat sir to please present over the Best Engineering Marvel Award to Vedanta Aluminium for their project ESP to hybrid ESP conversion. So just a few words.
Good evening to all the distinguished guests, sirs. Myself Mantosh Kumar Sinha, and he is Mr. Huzefa Hussain. This we are having the operations at Vedanta at Jharsuguda locations of 1.75 million tons of aluminium productions with around more than 3,000 megawatt power plant also. So in that we have the CPP of 1215 megawatt, where we have this we were having the ESP conversion ESP, and due to the critically Jharsuguda is declared as a critically zone, so this was envisaged to have the convert this conventional ESP into the hybrid ESP. We have the, so that's why we have taken this project. Ms. Huzefa will tell how we have done this.
Good evening to all. The need for this project was because of our care for the mother nature, our environment. Since sir has already told, we are located in critically polluted zone of Jharsuguda. Our SPM level target given from pollution department was well below the industry standard of 150, and we ourselves has taken the target of 50 milligram per annum cube of the SPM. So that required, our original design of power plant had 5 field of ESP, and it was not capable to achieve what we targeted, the SPM level. So it called for additional fields of ESP. So there was no space available. We had to convert the existing field. It was 5 field ESP. The 2 field of ESP was converted into back filter. And now what we are getting is, in this picture you can see the chimney is not having, we cannot see a single trace of any particulate matter with all the 9 units running. So this was achieved without disturbing the load schedule, without disturbing the smelter requirement of power. All the shutdown was taken, and it was clubbed with the annual statutory shutdown required for the boiler. Each unit retrofit was complete within 55 days, and 15 days pre-shutdown activities were done, in which prefabricated ducts and all were fabricated, tower crane erected, and this is what we achieved. Now we are having SPM level of around 25 to 30 milligrams per annum cube. And once again, thank you very much for showing overwhelming interest in our project. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Vedanta. The second Best Engineering Marvel for the Engineering Excellence Award 2013 goes to Airports Authority of India for the new integrated passenger terminal building at Kolkata. We have recorded a very detailed interview of Dr. B.P. Sharma in our studios as a part of this nomination process. I would request Mr. O.P. Rawat sir to please hand over the award to Dr. Sharma. So I would like to say a few words about this magnificent model.
A very good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of Airport Authority of India, Chairman Airport Authority of India, Calcutta project team who was involved with this project, I would like to thank Engineering Watch, the jury. I know it was a very hard process to go through because we had been associated with this nomination quite some time. And a special thanks to Mr. Mittal who has been behind this. Calcutta project, as you see on your screen, or also you will be able to see it in the Watch magazine which has been distributed to you at page 94, 95 and 96. This project was taken up by Airport Authority of India in 2010, 2009 with a target of 2,500 crores project completed in 40 months. This project, as we have been seeing it on the screen, this is a very unique blend of Indian culture, local heritage and engineering excellence. If you see on the roof of this building, the great Rabindranath Tagore script from the Gitanjali was taken up, and as I explained to Mr. Mittal earlier during this nomination presentation, this was a Hercules task to execute, but we as an engineers at Calcutta project has decided that this has to be blended by and culture which is going to be a lifelong time. These scripts from the Gitanjali were taken up and got screen printed on the roof, a process where we brought the material from Korea, sent it to UK for screen printing and then got executed at Calcutta at a height of 36 meters. This is a green building and it is one of the first airport, not only in the country, around the world, which has been given this culture heritage to the city of Calcutta. With these few words, again thanking Mr. Mittal and his team and Engineering Watch and the jury once again, thank you very much for honoring this.
Thanks a lot, sir. In fact, Calcutta Airport had a very, I will say, sinister kind of appreciation. They were quite appalled and astonished as to how the jury has put a chapati making machine developed by a CSIR institution in the most impactful initiative as a number 2. So that was a cause of consternation all through. In fact, there was a surprise element all across. So, sir, that's for Professor Ramesh and Professor Sharma and all the academicians to justify out here as to on what parameters things had been taken across. I would now like to invite the third best engineering marvel for the year 2013. It goes to BEML Limited for their project design and development of 150-ton electric AC dump truck. I would like to welcome Shri Sushil Singh Ji, who is the Member Parliament and convener of this Engineering Excellence Awards. And I would like to request Sushil sir and Rawat sir to jointly hand over this token of appreciation to BEML Limited. So the audience would like to hear a few words about this fabulous project.
evening to distinguished guests gathering. As it is a best engineering award, this truck earlier we have imported in the all open mines, open cast mines. This is a higher capacity, up to 100 ton. Indian design is available. This truck is 150 ton. All these days, now also in some of open cast mine of Coal India, HZL and other places, trucks made by Komatsu and Caterpillar are working. In this is not a mechanical truck, it's an electrical truck. Alternate is driven by engine and wheel motors takes the drive. Here, in this, not even a small amount of engineering support by the external agencies. It's a full indigenous design from BML R&D. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I think we are running short of time and Rawat sir has to leave as promised. We would relieve him in time. Before we let sir to really eminent jury comprising of IIT, IIM directors, NIT directors, we have Professor Bhunia, Professor P.B. Sharma, Professor S.K. Kak, a whole eminent coterie of academicians had evaluated the engineering marvels created by the engineering majors of this country. We had from the very start created 5 categories under which we wanted to recognize the engineering marvels under innovation, engineering marvels for their operational excellence, for the self-reliance the projects have brought to the country, the all-round impact which the project has brought about, and the future readiness which the project has actually brought into the fray. So the jury has been pleased to announce the best, second best and the third best awards in each of these categories. So I would now like to announce the best engineering marvels in the project innovativeness category. The best engineering marvel for project innovativeness goes to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for their project Weaponization of Advanced Light Helicopter Rudra. I would request all the dignitaries to please step a bit aside so that collectively these awards can be given away to these eminent representatives from these engineering majors. So maybe if we can come a bit forward, it will be good for photography. I would request Sushil sir to please hand over this token of appreciation to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for their project Weaponization of Advanced Light Helicopter Rudra. I would request the representatives to speak for 2 minutes about this project from the stage itself. There was a constant call after the live jury was cancelled. All the awardees, all the nominees had requested for a 2-minute speaking on their project. They had prepared very well for the live jury. So sir, you can speak it from there itself in front of the august dignitaries.
Design, developed, manufactured and participated in the certification process and finally got a product for the country. By increasing this product to our armed forces, it has brought India as the seventh nation in the world which has got a capacity to design, develop and manufacture helicopter around the world. The credit should go to 400 engineers who have been working on this project. The one which has been chosen today is the Mark 4 of the ALH. Due credit should be given to our services. We decided to give a project to an Indian public sector rather than buying from the international market. Way back in 1984, the government decided, why not we have our own helicopter? Why should we buy? Then came the birth of Guru. Today, after almost 30 years, we can say that we have a product, and the testimony is what we received in Uttarakhand. 2 weeks, 24 machines, 1,000 plus sorties, saved thousands of lives. We are very proud of that. That is very. This version of urbanization will go a long way in filling the gaps for our armed forces. And this is a project by the defense. I like to stop at this way. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would like to request Mr. R.L. Gupta and Mr. Girdhar Gulati to please also join in this celebration of the best engineering marvels in the various categories. Ravi, please help out. I would now like to invite Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India for their project Modernization of Ink Factory, Banknote Press, Devas. It's the second best engineering marvel for project innovativeness. I would request Mr. C.S. Prasad to hand over this token of appreciation to the representatives of Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India. So the audience would like to have few words about this project. And so please introduce yourself and all the dignitaries who had come about this project.
I am Sudhir Sahu, PM of Bangalore Press Devas, and I am having with me my director uncle, Srinivasa, and United Party, Sri Mahapada. We at Bangalore Press, we are printing banknotes and we manufacture the inks for the banknotes. Earlier, in the ink factory at Bangalore Press Devas, we were making inks for currency, for the passport, for the postal stationery, but later on, new features were added in the currency notes, wherein we required special type of inks. All these things we were importing, and we were paying a huge amount of money for that. Our company wanted to digitize these things, and as a result of R&D, we were able to produce these things in-house at Ink Factory, and in a short span of 3 years, in 2011, we produced around 270 metric tons of ink. Last year, we produced around 480 tons of ink, and this year we are targeting to produce around 630 tons of ink, which will save a considerable amount of foreign energy for us. And this is also going to help us to reduce the menace of fake Indian currency notes, because as a result of digitized production, we shall be able to introduce new features in our inks so that the counterfeiting of banknotes is reduced. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would now like to invite the third best engineering marvel for project innovativeness. It goes to Pragati G plus 23 stories total precast residential building developed by Larsen and Turbo Construction. I would request Sri Girdhar Gulati ji to please hand over this token of appreciation to the representatives of L&T. भाई स्टेज मैनेज करा रही हूँ, आगे आ जाए सब, आगे आ जाए, पीछे आ जाए, ऐसे करा रही हूँ। फोटोग्राफी की अनाउंस है, स्टेज मैनेज करा रही हूँ, बीच में आ जाए, वहाँ बोल रहे कुछ कर रहे तो खड़े हो सारे। I would request sir to please speak a few words about this project. Please introduce yourself as well, sir.
Good evening, sir. And this is great, I am Madhav Deshpande, heading affordable and mass housing, and that's in Guru construction. So this project what you must have seen in the magazine. It's a research 22 society in Asia. In all regards we have done. And this is in aspect of, it is in Mumbai. And now we want to address with our innovative things and design the very need of Indian requirement of house. And this is, we are going because it's mass production, so we can afford, everybody can afford, and we can do good houses to lowest of low. And my colleague Susinu, he is our technical expert in Vikas initiative, will give throw some light on this.
Today the housing development area is over 1,000 million, and day by day it's keep on increasing. Even today, the land is over 5 to 6 million. But today you ask me whether we have the technology to address this problem, we don't have. Especially the residential sector, we don't have much of the technology, we are doing the conventional construction. Now what we have is, we have to get into the manufacturing, whether how the parts are getting manufactured and distributed across the country. Like in the construction industry also, we have to bring in that sort of mechanization. That is the reason, one of the reasons why we are going ahead with this, because everything can be manufactured in a controlled environment, and it can be shipped and it can be added. And if you ask me, go all over India, all over the countries, this technology is prevalent in infrastructure and other projects, but not in the residential sector. And also, especially about this project, this 23-story building, the high-rise building, first time in India, we could do it in a 6-week zone. This is also which we broken here, because it was considered that because it's not suitable for the 6-week zone. And not only this, the lab productivity has increased considerably, the lab recommended has come down about 30%. And safety, if we talk about the safety, because everything is happening at the ground level, the level safety is ensured here, and literally there is no safety issues here. And also, it also contributes to the environment and sustainability, because we are not depending on natural sources much here, and also there is no traffic congestion because not much of vehicles are moving on the roads to the construction site, and it is not creating any noise, and there is no dust pollution also. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. I would now like to announce the winners of the Best Engineering Marvel for Operational Excellence. It goes to Vedanta Aluminium Limited for their project Conversion of ESP to Hybrid ESP. It has been adjudged as the Best Engineering Marvel for Operational Excellence. I would request Professor N.K. Goyal to please hand over this token of appreciation to Vedanta Aluminium Limited. I think we have had a word about this project earlier because it was the best engineering marvel as well. So great work, Vedanta. The second best engineering marvel for operational excellence goes to National Building Construction Corporation Limited for the EPC of complete civil, structural and architectural work of main power plant and procurement and erection of EOT crane for 2 into 250 megawatt unit 1 and 2 Korba East Thermal Power Station, Chhattisgarh. I would request Professor P.V. Sharma to please felicitate the representatives from NBCC for this fantastic project. So the audience would love to hear a few words about this. Please introduce yourself as well, sir.
Good evening to everybody. Honorable Member of Parliament, to the guests,
and my dear colleagues. I am O.P. Vyas, now Chief General Manager of NBCC. Fortunately, the project was undertaken by NBCC when I was AGM in the Kashmir and posted this project. This project was a beautiful project undertaken by NBCC with a cost of 170 crores, completion period 34 months. And this project was of an old type project, EPC contract, that is engineering, procurement and construction. Here, the customer was Chhattisgarh Electricity Board, CEC. Our consultant for the project was EC, the renowned consultant. Their consultant was Gajendra. So the project was constructed through various routes. Design was put on from one source to be get checked to other source to be released for execution. So with all these things, by so far from shipyard to chimney, excluding shipyard, the entire main power plant building, ESP control room, boiler, and mill, bunker, all train foundations, road, drains, boundary walls, the total project was maintained. This allows all efforts and proactive actions, close monitoring, rigorous monitoring, coordination with various levels, we could complete the project in time without any cost and time overrun. After completion of this project, Chhattisgarh state had become, you can say, powerless state or surplus power state at that time in 2008. Again, I thank to the jury, to the member of parliament, and all. Thank you very much.
HLL Life Care Limited has created an engineering marvel in the space of healthcare. It is adjudged as the third best engineering marvel for operational excellence for its project automation of needle assembly in blood banks. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash to please hand over this token of thanks to HLL Life Care Limited. So you would like to know a bit more about this project?
Good evening, distinguished guests of the apologize and organize. First of all, I would like to congratulate for our companies on behalf of the chairman and manager and all that I extend our appreciation and thanks to the jury and our officials involved in the process of this election. HLL Life Care Limited is a very public sector company under Ministry of Health and Family Care, and we are having hand in the operations and manufacturing various medical products, blood bags, bottles, surgical scissors, properties, and so many products we are manufacturing. This project is related to blood bag project. Myself, I am Kudalan Tulai. I am joined the manager and the unit head of the blood bag manufacturing unit at Chennai. Blood bag is a sterile collateral, as you know, it's a sterile collateral device which is used to collect blood from donors. Normally, the blood bag, one of the critical points in the blood bag is the needle production. Only point where the part is coming in contact with the donor. So the sterility, the quality, the integrity of that part is very, very important. Normally, in any blood bag manufacturing plant, the needle border, it consists of a needle border, then a change to Canada, and then power. These three pieces are normally assembled manually. Most of the conventional blood bag manufacturing plant is done like that. But in our case, what we have done is we have designed and fabricated an automatic needle assembly machine without any human touching. As far as the medical base is concerned, this is very essential. This particular project involves a 16 station, the automation system in which various operations. It is a combination of mechanical, electrical, and instrumentation systems involving the first is automatic guided feeder, then uploading, then UV querying, then vision control systems. You have to check the profile of the cannula. If the cannula profile is not good, we have to check because otherwise this will involve more risk of work. Then synchronize it. You have to synchronize the cable. Then you have to check that again. Then further you have to load the third piece into that. Then final testing. Then after surveys, you have to do surveys in this. Entire process has to be done in a clean room, not central supervision. After that, you have to do field surveys. As for the ISO and USP, United States Pharma and English standard, you have to do field surveys. So this is a very highly challenging task, and we have taken almost 1 year to stabilize. We have done this project in coordination with the Thailand universities. We have given the concept and fabrication of standard universities. Anyway, by implementing this project, we hope that our company vision is innovating for materials. We hope that in India, transmission is a major area. Lot of transmission reactions to transmission is not happening. So this safe assembly of this middle assembly will help us to provide safe transmission. Millions of patients in India. Thank you very much.
I think this order of technical talk can only be appreciated by an audience of this genre, and it's really great. In fact, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh on the Golden Jubilee convocation at IIT Bombay had eulogized that today India needs national leaders from the fields of engineering and science, not just politics, sport and cinema. Science and engineering have to play a major role in the transformation of the Indian economy. I think these leaders, these are the leaders in the field of science and engineering, which Dr. Manmohan Singh had mentioned last year at IIT Bombay. We will have more to come. The best engineering marvel for self-reliance, it goes to BEML Limited for their project design and development of 150-ton electric AC dive dump truck. I would request the Honorable Convener, Mr. Sushil Singh, to please hand over this token of appreciation to BEML Limited for creating the best engineering marvel for self-reliance.
India's the power program, completely indigenous, extremely high technology, extremely complex, and add to India to a different pedestal of technological excellence. Here, several things never in the past have been done for the first time. Never use materials, never experience dimensions, never achieve tolerances, the quality assurance, the inspection methods, several innovations which have been done. It's for the first time for the country. This is strategically very important project, which is propelled by the fuel and sodium as the coolant, 1,750 tons of sodium in there. And every cycle it produces more plutonium than it consumes. And the reactor is almost 97% complete. Almost within 1 year it is going to go critical. And this is going to be the second country, Russia and India, which are in this particular field. And over this. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. The third best engineering marvel for self-reliance goes to ONGC Tripura Power Company Limited for their power plant out there. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash, the Principal Resident Commissioner, Government of Tripura, to felicitate the third best engineering marvel for self-reliance. Tripura is probably the only state after Gujarat to have become power surplus, and the government of Tripura is thinking of exporting surplus power to Bangladesh and other neighboring states. The Honorable President had inaugurated this project very recently. So we would request you to please speak a bit on this project.
Good evening, I am Dr. Priya Nair, Chief Financial Officer at Standard Honorable the project and the great Commissioner working closely associated with project from the team and dignitaries on the liaison of it. It's a proud movement for our company to get the major award from the engineering award. First of all, I would say the greetings that come from our channel, the engineering of the ONGC channel and the company, ONGC channel. And today's management of this project of 726 megawatts is situated in the state of Tripura, about 30 kilometers from Agartala. And this is based on gas-based power combined with the project. And this project had really very big challenge in the sense that the equipment have to be carried to the specific territory to not be taken through the terrain of Assam. Because what generally both of you will be knowing is the over-dimensional containment, which is anything about 50 tons, could not go to Assam terrain due to the curves, the dimensions and the length. As a result, the extreme state has been taken and approval to Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Inland Water, waterway, as well as the government of Bangladesh has been updated and a special memorandum of understanding for the first time in the history has been entered with the government of Bangladesh, which permitted 98 over-dimensional cargoes, and for this purpose, the government of Bangladesh has announced a protocol of October to meet all the containment that carry. And we are thankful to our DP contractor who also been carrying out this project. And this award is coming at the extreme opportune time for it, because the project is going to be completed within the next 2 months before it becomes real. And the second phase is also likely to be live by March next year. And I am extremely thankful for the juries and all the persons who are associated with this, the selecting the award and recognizing this project. This is going to take care of 7 states, northeastern states, which are requiring larger density of power, and it also involves more than 10,000 crores of investment, 4,000 crores through this project, 4,000 crores through gas pipelines, and about 2,000 crores through transmission project. The transmission project is also an associated company of through Power Grid and the various 7 states, northeastern states, for which Power Grid chairman is the chairman of the company called Northeastern Transmission Company. And this project was conceived by Mr. Subir Raha. It is the dream of Mr. Subir Raha for not utilizing the gas. It has been not monetized for quite a long time, and that dream has come to with this challenge. And I also have to mention that about 20 to 21 very select people of this company has brought out this project to this stage, and the entire credit goes to the complete team, the support of ONGC along with the government of Tripura and the ILNFS. And I thank you for giving this opportunity to share the movements of this company. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. For the information of all the participants, the photographs and the video of this ceremony would be uploaded on our portal engineeringwatch.in. So you need not to be worrying about the same. It will be uploaded within 24 hours. Before I move on to the announcement of the most impactful engineering marvel and the best future-ready engineering marvel, we would like to felicitate a special mention award for operational excellence in distance learning. This award has been accorded to the Mahatma Gandhi University for its operational excellence in distance learning. The way they have integrated the MOOCs and a lot of technology into the entire fray. I would like to request the Honorable Convener, Sri Sushil Kumar Singh sir, to please felicitate the representatives from the Mahatma Gandhi University for their exemplary work in promoting distance learning. We have with us Dr. J.S. Pawar, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Mahatma Gandhi University. I would request Professor Pawar to speak a bit about their operational excellence in distance learning in the era when MOOCs are trying to sway the entire educational curve. So, what all the university is doing.
Good afternoon, everybody. In fact, our university will be the youngest one, but will be the best one in the field of distance open learning as well as learning. We are situated at Meghalaya, and which is of course doing a very good campus we have there, and good learning is going on, and we are very sure that in the days to come this will be the excellent university having competition with different sectors in our sectors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. The most impactful engineering marvel for the year 2013-14 goes to CSIR CFTRI for their project Development of Machinery for Traditional Foods, a Continuous Chapati Machine. I would request R.L. Gupta sir to please hand over this token of appreciation to the representatives from CSIR CFTRI. Would like to know a bit more about this most impactful engineering marvel.
Good evening, respected dignitaries. My name is Dr. Sridhar. So at the outset, I want to say that our mission is societal. I am not representing any company here. The genesis behind this development of machine is that as we know that there is an upsurge in urbanization, and there is also growth in industrialization, and also more and more women are taking up new jobs. Of course, there is an upsurge of nuclear families. So at this backdrop, we have taken this project, and we have successfully completed. The variant produces around from 60 pieces to 3,000 pieces per hour, and we also have about 7 licensees. And some of the success stories of our licensees are one of the licensees have already supplied machineries to Middle East, and also is also supplied to many hospitals, schools, colleges, and also recently he has installed a machine at INS Vendirutti in naval base at Cochin. And also there is one heartening story about it is that many pilgrims who are going to Amarnath, now they're also having an opportunity to have the taste of the product produced by this machine. And he has told me that this machine operates on a single phase. Now since that this machine produces around 3,000 pieces per hour, and people approach me to produce a small scale machinery. Now I would like to say that from 60 pieces to 3,000 pieces, this machine's variant are available. And also this machine also has been put to good use during catastrophes like Gujarat earthquake, Uttarakhand this flood, and also tsunami, and of course we coordinated through Red Cross, and also during large scale conferences the machine has been put to good use. And I would like to say that this machine is being offered on non-exclusive basis to many licensees, and also many women are approaching us to produce and take this technology. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. The second most impactful engineering marvel goes to Airports Authority of India, Kolkata, for their project New Integrated Passenger Terminal Building. I would request Professor Bunia to please hand over this token of appreciation to Dr. P.V. Sharma, the Project Director at AAI Kolkata. The third most impactful engineering marvel goes to Braithwaite and Company Limited for their project BT-FLN wagon manufactured first time for Indian Railways. I would request Professor S.K. Kak to please present this token of appreciation to representatives from Braithwaite and Company Limited. So we would like to know a bit more about
Good afternoon to everybody. This BT-FLN wagon is the first time manufactured in India because it has a different type of design. It was a Ukrainian design and furtherly it was designed by the Wrights. This design was made in 2005 but nobody was manufacturing this type of wagon. So Braithwaite was the first one who manufactured in 2012 and 2013. This is a special type. It has a transporting the oil and it has a more capacity than the ordinary wagons. It is a frameless wagon. All the weights is rested on the wheels and it has a 1 degree inclination is given to better discharge. So this is the first time manufactured in India, and Braithwaite gave this wagon to the Indian Railways in 2012, and so far we have manufactured more than 500 wagons in our works. Thank you very much.
the best future-ready engineering marvel. It goes to Airports Authority of India, Bhubaneswar, for the construction of new terminal building at BP Airport, Bhubaneswar. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash, Chief Resident Commissioner, Government of Tripura, to please hand over the token of appreciation to the representatives from Airports Authority of India, Bhubaneswar. The AI Bhubaneswar project was the first one to get nominated in the Engineering Excellence Awards 2013. We had the first video interaction with Mr. Pathak on this project. It's available on the project website. I request sir to please speak a few words about this project.
I read out.
Sure.
Good evening to all. I am A.S. Mahesh, Transitor Manager from Bhubaneswar Airport. First of all, I would like to submit my sincere thanks to Engineering Watch and the jury for selecting our terminal meeting for this prestigious award. So actually, the new domestic terminal building is a 1.5 level modular type terminal building with a capacity to handle 400 arriving and 400 departing passengers with the area of 18,240 square meter. The concept of the building has been evolved by the requirement of short and direct flow from the city to the aircraft. The diverse demand and planning and safety have been addressed by developing segregated internal and external arriving and departing foreports, creating a new concourse concept wholly appropriate to the site. So the building is constructed by using a 900 metric ton structural steel with a total welding length of 28 km. The roof structure is designed very economically with a weight of approx 44 kg per square meter, totaling to approx 770 metric ton. In the project, we have used around 3 km length of chiller water, 400 meters with this baggage handling system, 3 into 390 chillers for air conditioning. On this project, we have completed with a saving. This project total cost is around 145 crores, but we have completed with a saving of around 10 to 15 crores. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. Now we come to the second best future ready engineering marvel, which goes to Adani Power Limited, Mundra, for their 4,620 megawatt power plant the kind of futuristic vision planning they have done. I would request Sushil sir, who is also a member of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Energy, to honor this engineering marvel as the second best future-ready engineering marvel of India. I would request the representatives to please speak a bit about the scale and expanse of this wonderful project. Sir, please introduce yourself as well.
Good evening to all. Good evening, respected judges and dignitaries. I am Ravi Shankar, and along with me is Mr. Rituraj Mehta. First of all, I would thank for the award and motivating us. Looking to the power scenario of India, it was decided to construct the biggest power plant and in the fastest period of time. So we have constructed this 4620 megawatt project in a period of 72 months, 6 years. This consists of 4 units of 330 megawatts and 5 units of 660 megawatts. These 660 megawatts are the supercritical units. And this project is the salient feature is, this is the first supercritical unit commissioned in India. And we have got the CDM benefit also first time for the thermal project. And not only constructing a big power plant is not going to solve the power issues, you should have the coal tie-up also and the transmission lines also. So we have parallelly developed a port and a fastest conveyor of 7 meter per second speed to feed the power plant. And we have constructed 3 levels of transmission voltages, 220 kV switchyard and 400 kV switchyard, and HVDC line also we have constructed. And we are supplying power to Haryana 1500 megawatts through HVDC line. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. And last but not the least, the third best future-ready engineering marvel award goes to Mahimtura Consultants Private Limited for the Wankhede Stadium at Mumbai. Hopefully, Sachin would have played his 200 test at Wankhede rather than Eden Gardens. I would request Professor P.B. Sharma to please felicitate Wankhede Stadium Mumbai project as the third best future-ready engineering marvel. Sir, a few words on the project, if possible. Please.
Eminent personalities, dignitaries on the dais, and my friends from engineering fraternity. So basically, construction was not an issue, but the location of Wankhede Stadium was in such a location which was very sensitive. Lot much of residential areas were there. So design was a constraint. The period allotted was very small because the final was to be conducted of that championship at Wankhede. That was the insistence. So accordingly, we had designed 80 feet long cantilevers so that the views are clear. There is no obstruction in the stadium. So all those things have been covered. There were IIT approvals. There were approvals, very critical approvals required from railways, which we were able to get, and that is how you could see this Mahindra Dhoni hitting a sixer and India winning the match. Our mentor, Mr. Shailesh Mahimtura, and direct Mr. Hiten Mahimtura could not make it for this presentation, but thank you very much for all of us for selecting this particular structure as a marvel for this event. Thank you very much.
We now move on to the last lap of this historic evening.